Hey, love bugs, it's Roslynn back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family, as always, thank you so much for the love and support. It is truly, truly appreciated. So, with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video or you're just telling me about your empathic gift. And if you feel like the videos give good vibe to you that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath maybe going through trying times and just needing confirmation, validation towards life path, or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give it a thumbs up, like, and also share on social media favorites wherever you see fit. As always, thank you so much for the love and support. It's greatly appreciated. And I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And my video is about 2021, a shift in faith with a change of perspective. Your dreams of destination is unlimited. For a long time, either whether we want to admit it or not, not everybody, we're always worried about what's around the corner. Like, what if I don't have what it takes? What if it, if this goes wrong? What if that goes wrong? And, we're already putting that fear-based thing in our lives. And a lot of times we don't notice we're doing it until we're doing it. Because a lot of times it may feel like we're procrastinating or we're just giving up an excuse like, oh, maybe tomorrow, maybe I'll feel it tomorrow. I ain't even gonna lie, because I've done stuff like that. Like I told you, I keep it real. There's different times in my life where I really felt like I had it. And then it's just like that monster of, uncertainty wants to come and creep up and want to like, you sure you got what it takes? And this and this and that. And I'm just like, oh my God, can you just shut up? And it's just like that ego. It's like between ego and wounds and whatever you're projecting out at that time. And it's just like, that's why a lot of time I've been to myself and just looking at things in a totally different way, because it's like the vibes go up and down, up and down, up and down. You get to the point where you're very sure of yourself. And then there'll be times you just question your own question, just like, what am I doing? What do I got going on? Am I all in my head, or am I allowing myself to move forward without even worried about what the risk is around the corner? Because if the universe is guiding you towards something, they know better than us. They actually know what's going to take place before we do. So they're wanting us to be able to trust in them more about different things. Because a lot of times they put a lot of things that may cause resistance into our lives where we'll learn from it. And a lot of times I'm like, y'all better quit playing with me. I ain't got time. I say, y'all see what I'm going through. You see what I got to deal with. You see the people I got to deal with. Stop playing with me. Stop playing. I'm healing. I am not healed. Stop doing that. And at times I be ready to fight my own self. Like, I was like that post I put up there. I forgot what it was. I think I put it up there. It's like, next person to leave out my life, I'm living with them because I'm tired of my own stuff. And it'd be for real, because it's like my intuition knows, like, girl, it's going to be okay. It's going to be better than okay. It's going to be better than I ever imagined, just because of how things have taken place into your life. It's going to be a lot better than that. But you have to allow yourself to have that faith within yourself, as well as the universe that knows everything is unlimited. Take those shackles of, beliefs, limited beliefs, toxic habits, old patterns, all these different things that we have, we are so equipped with, and it's just like a lot of things after you have finally allowed yourself to like surrender everything. You're like, what do I do? You feel lost at times. I know I did. I don't know if anybody else feel that way, but if you're feeling lost because you were so used to having that in your life for so long. Like people have heard me for a while, me even saying it, if you've been with me for a long time, you hear me say, you were best friends with your pain. You were best friends from the abusive situations that you have been in, because mine is like, it still lingers a little bit, but it's up to me to where, I'm going to close that noise down. When a lot of times people are placed in your life because they see your potential. They see what you can do, and they try to do everything they possibly can. They're like, nah, bro, because, if she get up out of here and she do what she need to do, is everything gonna get shut down. So let me go ahead and put all kind of confusion in her life, all kind of questions in her life, make her question her own existence, and this and this and that. And the universe will place that into your life, where you're gonna say, are you gonna allow somebody else to dictate to you that is not even facing nothing, is not allowing themselves to be better at anything, not allowing themselves to heal, or they have a issue with healing or whatever? Or are you gonna allow yourself to just take a chance with yourself? Have align yourself with the faith within, not just within the universe, but within yourself. Get that what if out your mind. Like, what if if I decide to actually do things on my own and not allow the naysayers to cloud my judgment of how I see myself. Allowing yourself to define yourself on your own validation. Not allowing other people that don't even have dreams to try to kill you out of yours. It's like, and it's sad because there's a lot of people that I really see a potential out of, and it's not trying to be funny or underhand somebody or be petty or anything, but I've seen a lot of people that choose to rather be abusive, negative, very pessimistic, had this narcissistic vibe, when I know this person got potential to be something. But it takes honesty, accountability, responsibility, things that they don't want to do, because if it does, their whole daggone persona is just going to just drop. I mean, I'm like, shoot, I'd rather, for all, I guess it's just me. I let my stuff come open. I allowed people to know where I was, because I'm not that person anymore. I'll tell people, yeah, I was on food stamps. Yeah, I used to shoplift. I used to write bounce checks to try to make sure my kids had food and, food and the lights on in the house. I used to dance for a while, and those are the things that I don't care about people knowing, because there's so many people out there in the world that always worries about what the next person's going to think. I'm like, until you find, I'll be telling people, regardless on who I'm related to or whatever, I can't be ashamed of who I used to be. That's not who I am now, what I used to be. From that darkness that I've went through, I tell people I used to be addicted to opiates, and I OD'd a few times. I used to be a heavy, marijuana smoker. I used to drink to the point where I used to get sick or didn't even remember what was going on in my life. That's not something I was very proud of. But when it's at that point where I'm taking those reins off of worrying about what the hell somebody else is going to say about me, it's just like I tell anybody, if I get famous, the only thing you're going to be able to do, especially if you've been following me for a while, like, oh, you're like, girl, you don't got a mugshot. But, in a situation like that, like, dang, she already told us about that. You ain't going, what are you going to get famous off of something I done already said? No. I go ahead and tell my own junk. It's like it's like me and my skeletons. We play a thriller night. You know what I'm saying? I got a whole cemetery back there, but we cool. And I ain't got to keep them locked up. I'm good. I'm okay with mine, because I'm not worried about what the next person says, because a lot of time when people got that say on your life, ain't even got their whole, you want to judge me, you ain't even got your whole life straight. You come back to me when you done got your life straight, you actually living on that honesty role. Then you can talk, but it's just at that point, you start seeing things differently when you see how you've been, what you were, what you're trying to be, what you're trying to aim towards. And a lot of times, yes, it's embarrassing for the things that you have gone through, but it's just, the fact is, I always tell people to never be ashamed of who you used to be, because that person you used to be, if you are like, I got family over on the other side that I really love, and I've heard them say that a lot of times, I don't like how I used to be, or this and this and that. I always tell them, you have to understand, we all had to learn some kind of way. A lot of times we had to learn the hard way. There's a lot of people that are out there, probably, people of the night, having to sell their life, sell their body for doing certain things to make ends meet. I don't judge nobody. It's sad stuff like that when people have to go through those desperations, but times are hard for a lot of people. Or you're on addictions to where had something very bad happen to you in your life, so you that's your coping mechanism. Different things like that. And I always told them, hey, you should be proud of the person you became before you crossed over. It's like you met your mark. We've all had different things that we have gone through, but you were that person, and then you found yourself through your issues, through your own demons, through your rights, your wrongs, or whatever, stuff that you weren't proud of. But that person led you to become something better. You had a choice to either keep living your life like this, or allowing yourself to use that pain to keep feeding a demon that you can just face. It's not going to be easy to do detoxing and through anything, not just with, drugs or anything like that. It's not a pretty sight. You actually going through things raw, not using whatever, because it's like with me, I went through a lot of things. And I always, it was programmed to me. It was always me. It was never nobody else. And when I hit that, when that truth came out and shook my mind emotionally, spiritually, and more mentally than anything, I lost my mind. Lost it. And, I had to go find it. Then the mess ran off again, and it wasn't an easy sight for me. I still have my moments, but it's not, I'm allowing myself to do that without any attachments. The only thing I struggle with nowadays is just cigarettes, ain't nothing else, and those are the things that I can honestly say I'm proud of, and not allowing myself to limit myself and worrying about the thoughts of other people's opinions on how they see me. Because I always used to have this in my mind. I want to make my dad proud, or, I don't want to be in a situation where I'm looked at it in a certain way because of different things that I have going on, or, who I am. And those are the things. And I always hear my dad always tell me, I'm so proud of you. It's like, it broke his heart, knowing all the things that I went through. But he's seeing how those things brought me to where I am. And those are the things that, makes me, at times I cry, and I hear that, because I'm not used to hearing those type of things. It's just like I was with my mom most of my life. And, I always, I never say, my mom's a bad person, because I ain't give her nothing to be proud about. I used to do a lot of daggone stupid things back in the day. And, and it's like now, I can feel like, there's days, even though it's just like I tell anybody that's been close to me or anything like that. Me and my mom had a very oil and water. It was very toxic, relationship, because it was seen for me to see her in a different light that wasn't her. And it was verged on that. But I'm not going to just say it was all about me being force fed that. I had my choices as well. But that, coincide with how I did my choices because of those different things of me having to find out how I was adopted in a way. And I was very angry, because I was just like, you're not my parents, so I don't got to listen to you, and different things. Because I always knew since I was a little girl, but it didn't come out until around my birthday. So I was like, I hate my birthday. Ever since then, I was like, I hate my birthday. But looking how far I've come, the different things that I've gone through, the journeys that I've faced. There's days that I cry. There's days that I'm walking through depression. There's days that I'm emotionally eating. There's days that I want to give up on life itself because it's so painful, just because of closure I never had. Or, just being able to know my truth in that way, just made me feel like, no, this ain't my life. This ain't my life, because a lot of times it's like when I deal with things that it feels like my life ain't digesting to me. Oh, this is what's really happened in my life. This is what I have to deal with. But then just allowing myself to take those chains off is like, regardless of what has taken place, you can make that decision on having that faith to know eventually, you're going to get that clarity. You're going to get them chains off to where there's nothing, you can't be touched now, and I always used to fear that, what if somebody does this? What if somebody does that? And it's like, you living in your truth. Other people choose to live in a lie. you keep walking in your truth, regardless on what people say, what other people's opinions are about you. Because, I used to be people like, oh, I can imagine. I used to go off on people when they used to say, I can't. No, you cannot. You don't know what that feels like. I don't want you to know what that feels like. It's not like I'm getting mad at them about that, but it's just, don't even try to wrap your head around about how you would feel if you ain't never gone through that. Because it's just like, I don't even tell nobody that. After I went through my situation and I see something very messed up that somebody go through, and I say, I'm gonna just pray for you. I don't even want to say I can only imagine. I never, after I seen what I went through and I still go through, I never let that come out my mouth ever again after that, because it's like, you don't know what that feels like. I still deal with it. I get angry at certain times because of the things that I have to deal with because of my situation. But now it's just like, when you living in your truth, that's going to weigh different than anything that anybody try to do, and it's just like, I had to allow myself to know, there, it's just like, you only can hide the truth for so long, but it's just my scars, my pain, my violation. It brought something out of me I didn't know was there. And a lot of times when we deal with stuff like that, pain usually, it will rip you apart until it finds the core of what is really there, because a lot of time it's like our truth is buried behind, abuse, neglect, anything that's negative, or anything that we didn't, or based on fear, uncertainty, doubts, whatever, and it rips you apart until the point of you find the core of you. And then it's just like, are you going to be that person? You want to be a rebel and just say, you know what, I'm going to let it do what it do, and just allow myself to keep moving. Allow this to define me as being something so much better. This is that time I can hit that reset button and say, you know what, I'm going to live for me, in my truth, in my integrity, and allowing myself to, you don't know who you are inspiring when you keep moving like that. You don't know, regardless of what anybody ever tells you, there's somebody out there. It's like, I dig them. They know that part of me where you got this smile on your face, and when that door shuts, you break down, because you're trying to be that person that's okay. Even when you okay, there's some moments you get where you just cry your eyes out because you finally seen the potential within yourself that the haters saw. And there's just a lot of time when you always trying to wonder, why do people keep messing with me? Why do people keep bringing drama to me? Or why they want to keep rubbing in my face about what they have and what I don't? Because they see something in you that they have to use, their bodies and, their personas and that fakiness just to get people's attention, when all you got to do is just show up and walk in a room, and when you can do that, you're going to understand. It's like, the more you come into your close encounter of your true self, that ultimate warrior that's been there this whole time. And it's not, from what I see in the visions that I get within myself, as well as when I see different, warriors around me, you're not becoming that warrior that you were before all this stuff happened. You come in something that's very hybrid. This is like something fresh, like the Mayans and the Incas and stuff were talking about this, but this was supposed to come into place right now, because you see how things is going on in the world where it feel like hell done broke loose, and we're going through that moment within ourselves, or going through our own personal hell, own personal purgatory, in our life, where we have gone through the things where even if you were addicted to something, it's like you can't deal with it. You're trying your best to deal with the truth as best way as you can, but sometimes you get that moment of weakness when you want to fall back, and something telling you, look, you done came too far. Even if you have gone through this now and you contemplate on going backwards, don't do that. You done came too far. If this is that sign you're looking for, this is it right here. You done came too far. There's something that you so close to, and the devil is hoping the fact of you stepping back and doing the other stuff. Because there's so many people I know that it's not just, the devil's lettuce or the booger sugar, and that booger sugar will be taken out. Nowadays, people putting fentanyl in a lot of stuff, where you can't even be in a room, but even packaging that stuff without your heart stopping. People getting crazy right now. You see people dropping down like flies. God getting them set up in the kingdom already. You know, don't allow yourself to fall back in weakness. If you got to walk it off, you got to go chew some gum, eat some candy, do something. Even though they're like, Roslynn, that's creating another habit. Hey, I'd rather for you to eat candy and get a couple of, high blood pressures than sit up here and go back to something that somebody trying to pump your stomach, or somebody trying to bring some, what was that, Narcan, and bring you back, And it's just like, I already have a thing about hearing that F word of fentanyl. It really just like puts a mood in me that I don't like. And I'm just really wishing they'll just get rid of that stuff. It done killed too many people, it done killed too many people, too many legends, too many ancestors done lost their life over that stuff, and they don't know what happened to people. That stuff it's just like, when I hear it, it breaks my heart. It start bringing back stuff. But it's just, you at that point, you're moving forward in that faith. You're allowing yourself to see how far you have come from the things that came into your life, where people try to place doubt on you, or the devil tried to make you, he'll try to make sure God is telling you a lie. It'll be time when you want to move forward, and when you actually get serious with your life. And this is at that time when you got to stay strong, no matter what's going on. And sometimes it's kind of hard to do that because we're living in that human experience. Start messing with your money, start messing with your marriage, start messing with your kids, your job, your finances. This is when he knows when you're trying to get serious with your life and bring something better into it. He got to find his kind of way to bogart everything, seeing one that smile to turn upside down. Like, oh, let me tell you that. No, shut the hell up. I don't need you. Hey, already put a restraining order against me. Don't make me have to just violate that mess just for one time with you. Be one on one time. So this is like, I don't went to heaven, I had them, what is it? NDE too much. And the near death experience too much. God be mushing me like, ain't ready for you yet. And devil come out, hell no, you can't come up here. You be raising more hell than I do. All right, deuces. Don't make me come back out here. Be one of them moments. But this is that time where it's showing you your strength is on its all-time high. And that's going to want to be one of those highs that is going to feel good to you. That's going to be one of those good highs that you should never want to come down at. And this is that time, your dreams are you're your only limit. Put it that way. You are your only limit. It's that time to start doing things in a different way, allowing yourself to get moving, telling yourself something, 3 things. If you got your mantras, your affirmations and stuff like that, saying 3 things or 3 to 5 things beautiful about yourself, that you truly enjoy. Or there's different things. If you've been feeling low about yourself and want to question, why things are happening like that, it's like more love is being placed into you. That's why a lot of things will come in and try to confuse you, but it's only showing you if you place that love into yourself. And I have to remind myself of that. When you place love into yourself, no matter what is going on the opposite of what that is because they hate the stuff that's coming out good. So it's like when they see too much good in you, they will always try to find something that's bad that they want you to sit up here and focus on. Allow that mess to just keep moving, move them aside and keep moving forward, because you got this. You are so much closer to your abundance that you too close to it. It's just like, they always want to tell you, it's just like when that door busts open to all things that you have earned, and it's going to be more. Just because the fact is how the devil got these little weak ass folks going around here and want to cloud your mind and all that, keep praying for them. And praying that hopefully they'll get something on their own that they ain't got to sit up here manipulate and use deception and lies and doing all that other stuff to get what they got to get. And they can do it hard or because they don't earned it like you have. You earned your stuff just because God didn't see you give up. And there have been many times that you wanted to. Many times that you just wish that you didn't want to wake up in the morning. And you're going to see when you finally get that prosperity that's coming into your life, you're going to understand why the enemy started so much on you. You won't be understanding why the devil start whispering to you so much to make you second guess yourself and second guess God. Keep moving. Clear mind. Healthy balance. Keep it going. Like and subscribe. Hit that notification button so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Thank y'all for all the support y'all are going. It's just like the counts are going up good, and I really truly appreciate that. Like I said, I do apologize about the quality of my videos. The more my daggone energy opens up, it causes friction with the quality of the video. So I do apologize. This is like a new computer, but it's that my energy is just it just frazzles different things. It make things fickle. But, hey, I appreciate it. Y'all still watch anyway, so I still appreciate it. So, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, drop a line. I would truly love to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me. I leave all my contact information in the description box below. It's just like spiritual networking. People want to tell me stuff, but they don't feel comfortable on here to do that. So they hit me up on the side. And I also, whatever we speak on, it's just about giving you a deeper understanding about your mission or purpose, or your line of purpose, whatever. Whatever we speak on is confidential. I also leave my link to my podcast as well that I have on Spotify that I've done. I haven't done it in a few weeks, but I need to go ahead and start back on them again. So like and subscribe, and I hope y'all have a blessed weekend. The weekend is about to go. It just felt like it's been 30 minutes for a daggone weekend and start back up again, but I hope y'all being safe, being very responsible at everything you do. And just make sure you keep it good with your family. I know a lot of people have different things that's going on in the family. I'm not talking about that. If it's very detrimental, I can understand why you broke away. But if you have something that, it is like a misunderstanding or it's very petty, mend that, get over it. Life is too short. Too many people getting called home. You need to make sure that you're able to be with your family. It's like mine is, over on the other side. So, I always try to tell people, time is too short. When you actually have family there, please, drop by, give them a call, let them know you're thinking about them, you love them, even if you're not in the same place or whatever. Just, hit up a video chat or something. Make sure you stay in contact with them, because you never know when God's going to take them home. And whatever you're trying to manifest into your life, I hope it comes so much bigger and better than you ever imagined, and comes sooner than you ever expected. And I hope you have a blessed weekend. Much love. Peace.